Book gets it. Racing past Lopez. Rising up. Gets the look. Boom!
We just witnessed the worst defensive sequence of the season. The Magic stifled Luka and the Lakers and some offensive explosions off the bench. So we gotta start in Phoenix, where the Suns and the Bucks had a lot to play for, and Giannis knew that pretty well. So he went full speed right from the start.
Antetokounmpo racing down the floor. Punches it down.
Saw KD coming right at him. Oh,
it's that guy. Giannis with a baseline drive. Antetokounmpo head down, spins through the traffic and punches it down.
Antetokounmpo did what he does best, and that is terrorizing defenses with his raw physical power. And sick of seeing the Greek Freak dunking over his whole team throughout the game, Dunn decided to return the favor.
Booker to Dunn, who takes him to the boom room. A reservation for the Freak.
Oh my goodness, Dunn straight up posterized Giannis to get the entire arena on their feet. Feeling the momentum swinging in their direction, KD takes matters into his own hands as well.
In the absence of Damian Lillard and Bobby Portis Jr. as Durant knocks down the baseline jam. Pritchard sneaks in, scoops it past Dunn. Gillespie, ball fake. I think I'll get it to that guy.
he knows what to do.
And while Durant was doing most of the damage for Phoenix, Kyle Kuzma on the other end was practicing ballet moves or whatever this is.
Bobbled that one. Back into the hands of Kuzma.
Wow.
Looking for some kind of a circus shot and a foul call never came.
Anyway, KD continued torching the Bucks from downtown in the final period as well.
Brook with his 13th double-double this season. Finds Durant. Finds his shot. Finds the bottom of the net.
Easy money sniper puts his team up by 7 with his 35th point of the night. But Antetokounmpo shows that he's not just a freight train, he's got aim too.
Just his second three-point attempt, his first knockdown of the night.
So with neither team backing down, we go down to the wire when Kuz gets an opportunity to make up for his blunder.
Kuzma lines it up in the corner and draws a foul on the three-point hit.
A clumsy foul by Durant on the 3, and Kuzma uses that to give Milwaukee a 2-point lead. So after a couple of empty possessions on both ends, it's time for KD to get his payback.
Let's get the ball to KD, please.
Rising up for 3 with the lead.
The Slim Reaper drills the 3 over Kyle to put the Suns back up by 1. And with time winding down and the crowd buzzing, the ball is in Giannis' hands.
Giannis is going to try to draw fouls. Don't let him get it in one.
Second differential shot, game clock. Drops it off to Lopez. And we're going to get a blocking foul called down inside.
Lopez gets the foul and goes to the line with a chance to take back the lead, but misses the first one, amplifying the pressure on himself even more for the second, which he makes it fortunately. Now, with 5 seconds left, Phoenix has a shot for the win.
Book gets it. Racing past Lopez. Rising up. Gets the look. Boom!
Wow, Booker nails the mid-range jumper for the win, but we gotta rewind that. What kind of a defense is this? How could you leave Devin freaking Booker so wide open on the last shot? Check out Lopez here interfering with Trent, who's chasing Book over the screen. So with the big guy on him, Devin makes a simple sidestep. Rollins heads to the corner, leaving the threat unguarded. Still, the Bucks have 1.7 seconds on the clock for a shot at redemption.
Lopez on the fade. Won't get it. Suns win.
Brook misses the tough fadeaway over Durant, and the Suns get to their 4th win in a row in a thriller ending. Moving on to Orlando, where the Lakers, led by Luka and LeBron, were looking like they had things under control in the first half.
Anything inside.
3 by Doncic. Lakers get it back. Reeves behind the back to James. Beautiful. And 2 for LeBron.
Finding Doncic again with 4, with 3. Over Banchero! In and out and back in again. That's not his strength. How many times can we say it? Lakers will let him take it. Oh, look at that pass all the way down to the other end.
Doncic was toying with the defense, pulling out his full arsenal, and with 21 points along with James's 14, got LA up by 9 at the end of the second quarter. But nobody could have predicted what would happen next.
Orlando's got it. They really hustle, they can get a 2 for 1, and they're going to do it right there. That's exactly what they wanted.
Caldwell pokes, swings it to Joseph in the corner. Wagner for 3, got it. He's on the switch. That's a great touch. Joseph escapes Reeves. Banchero Wagner fakes the three, now drives into the free throw line, sets up Caldwell Pope. He drills it. P5 working it, shooting the three over Doncic. He got it.
The Magic went on a massive 41-15 stretch in 12 minutes to turn the 9-point deficit into a 17-point lead. That's astonishing. Wagner and Banchero were phenomenal in this game, both scoring 30+ points on higher than 50% efficiency. This marks the third loss in a row for the Lakers and their second since LeBron came back. They've lost these games by an average margin of 24 points. That's atrocious. And Dwight Howard, who was in attendance to accept his Magic Hall of Fame nod, made sure to celebrate the win over LA in style. And his former Laker teammate Anthony Davis made his return in the Mavs uniform after missing the last 18 games with an injury.
Oh, there he is. Cut to the basket. Anthony Davis. PJ finds him. AD is on the board. Quick thrust to the basket. Davis with his second score at the rim. By 6 points on Thursday and then by 5 on Saturday night. Way up on the jumper and in for AD.
AD had a modest 12-point night on 67% shooting in limited time, but it was Kai Jones who took over the spotlight because...
Now here's Jones catching inside and carving out space to get room on the launch pad to go up and score. Nice drop off for the cutting Jones! And that's an assist for AD when he centers the break. This time he's going to reward Kai Jones!
Gee, this guy has some serious bounce. Jones had a perfect night going 5 for 5 from the field for 13 points in a dominant 19-point win for Dallas over the Sixers. We gotta mention Naji Marshall as well, who is their scoring leader with 22 points off the bench. The Mavs are now tied with the Suns on the edge of the play-in zone. And one team that is trying to get out of the play-in are the Minnesota Timberwolves. They visited the Pacers last night and were holding on in the first half despite Ant being the only one in the mood for competing.
Edwards, the basket, and a foul. Second field goal for Anthony Edwards.
Leaves it for Edwards. Edwards!
But what happened in the third quarter left no space for questioning the winner of this game.
One more, there you go.
Nesmith in the corner for three. Counted, another three by Nesmith. And now Nembhard lays it in.
The Pacers went on a 12-0 blitz in less than 3 minutes to bump the lead from 8 to 20 points. And there was no turning back as they finished the job in a dominant fashion. Halliburton with 24 points and 11 assists alongside Obi Toppin, who added 20 points off the bench on 6 for 9 from downtown, were too much for Minnesota. Edwards went from shooting 55% in the first to just 1 of 8 from the field in the second half. They've now lost 3 out of their last 4 games. On the contrary, the Celtics, despite falling to a 9-point deficit in the first quarter, were confident that they could extend their 5-game winning streak in Sacramento, and mostly because of Tatum and Pritchard.
Everybody was surprised that Tatum, with a slick crossover, got to the iron. Cornette sets a screen for Tatum, the one-legged three. Folks, he's deep in his bag like the fries are at the bottom already. Crosses over Murray, over to Pritchard. He's the late game specialist. He is Mr. End of shot clock, Mr. End of quarter, Mr. End of half, Mr. At the buzzer.
Mr. End of the shot clock. I like that nickname. Payton had himself a ball game with 22 points off the bench. Matter of fact, Pritchard is having a 6th man of the year type of season. From 9.5 points per game on 38% from long range last year to 14 points per game on a career high 41.7% at the moment. Payton is thriving in Boston, giving the Celtics a great boost as a leader of the second unit. Jason Tatum scared everybody when he fell awkwardly on Sabonis' foot.
There's a mismatch. Tatum fires over Sabonis. It's a 4-point play opportunity, Jason Tatum is clutching his right ankle.
But the Celtics handled his absence pretty well and even extended their lead in the fourth.
Boston between these two teams. Derek White wasn't shooting like that. Good nail help that time by Ellis, and it leads to a 3.
And Clippers fans just called out the leader of the MVP race, SGA, as a flopper in the middle of the game. I broke down everything about it in my last video, so click right here and check it out. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.